Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price today as we are seeing follow through at the 50-day moving average, with Bitcoin's price coming back inside of the symmetrical triangle just like we talked about yesterday. And when we look at the 4-hour chart, what you'll notice is just like we predicted, we are coming up to test the resistance level of this Ichimoku cloud. And I want to talk about a potential long trade opportunity here. If Bitcoin were to break out of the symmetrical triangle, you can see we also have the weekly open here sitting right at that $57,300 level. There is a potential long trade opportunity here that could see new all-time highs for the Bitcoin price. We have a lot to look at this weekend. If you guys appreciate this content, remember to like this video. You're watching the Snipers channel. First, I want to talk about exactly what's happening to Bitcoin's volume. You can see we are starting to see increased buy volume, which is a very positive thing. And we talked about Bitcoin coming up to potentially come back inside of the symmetrical triangle yesterday, and that's exactly what we saw. And now Bitcoin is testing a major resistance level, which is why I had to get this update to you guys. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, remember to subscribe and turn on those post notifications to get all of our updates first. And right now it is a very critical time for the Bitcoin price, because if we start to move above this 4-hour Ichimoku cloud, that would be a confirmation that we could come up and test this major resistance level for this symmetrical triangle. And if Bitcoin begins to break out from this resistance sitting right around that $56,800 level, we have the weekly open here sitting right at $57,300. If we start to close hourly and 4-hour candles above the weekly open and this major resistance level in the next 24 to 48 hours, there could be a potential breakout for Bitcoin to come and test the major resistance of the previous weekly open at 58,800. And if we get above that, I believe Bitcoin can see new all-time highs, potentially coming back into this larger channel to see a test of the $70,000 level. And that is if Bitcoin is able to get above the weekly open and close hourly and 4-hour candles above that level. And we know that S&P 500 has already closed above the weekly open, and so there is a chance we could see a major breakout for the Bitcoin price. And that would be my long trade if we can get above the weekly open and close hourly and 4-hour candles. I don't mind joining the party early to come up and test the weekly open to then see upside for the Bitcoin price. So we have to keep that in mind, and we have to watch the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud right now. We are testing that as a major resistance level, and we are coming towards the 70% mark of this symmetrical triangle towards the apex, and we know that's when we'll typically start to see volatility come in, and we're starting to see an increase in buy volume. And so when we look at what's happening to Ethereum, notice here how we are starting to come back up towards that 1760 level, and we all know that the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is playing games with everyone right now. You can see it's sitting at this major support level. It's still below the weekly, monthly, and previous weekly open, and so we have to keep that in mind. There's a lot of confluence and resistance at this area. If we start to see the Ethereum to Bitcoin price get above 31,500 and close hourly and 4-hour candles, there could be a potential breakout for Ethereum that could surpass Bitcoin's price action. And so we have to watch this. We are sitting at this major support level. If we start to trend down, realize that we have major support at the 29,000 Satoshi level for the Ethereum to Bitcoin price. And so that's what I'm going to be watching. If we start to break out from 31,500, Ethereum could be the play, but we have to monitor this because we know this chart has yet to see much price action over the last 2 weeks. And then when we look at the total cryptocurrency market cap chart, you can see we are coming up to test the previous weekly open already, and realize that we are seeing some momentum with altcoins when we look at others' dominance coming back up to test this weekly open. And so we can expect altcoins to see some momentum right now while Bitcoin is consolidating. Remember, we're going to have to expect wild swings to the upside and downside while Bitcoin is consolidating. You can see Bitcoin dominance still maintaining the support level, not much action going there. But the main thing to realize right now is on the 4-hour chart, we have this Ichimoku cloud acting as a resistance. If we start to break out, that could be a potential confirmation that we're going to come and test the weekly open. Hourly and 4-hour candle confirmations above that level could indicate a great long trade opportunity, where if you were to take this long trade, what you can do is set your entry here at the weekly open and set a stop loss either below the support level, which is currently acting as the resistance level of the symmetrical triangle, or you can even go below the Ichimoku cloud, depending on if you want to go for 2% or up to 3% for your stop loss. But the upside here is going to be massive because we could potentially break out to new all-time highs into next week, especially if we see the S&P 500 start to see momentum. We can see potentially over 23% upside on this long trade if we start to close above this weekly open. And so let's keep watch of that. And with that being said, I do want to give away one of my favorite books on investing, Principles by Ray Dalio. If you want to enter into this giveaway, just comment below and share this video. I'll go ahead and pick a winner from our video yesterday. Ryan Long says going down to 40K by next week, 100%. You won a book. Go ahead and send me a message on Instagram. The link is in the description below, and you have the chance to win that book. And because you mentioned the downside scenario, I do want to just cover that really quick here for Bitcoin. Realize that if we start to come down back towards the support of this channel, if we start to break down the channel support and where we have the symmetrical triangle support, in my opinion, that would be the time to bail ship, because now we know there's major support here. If that breaks, then there's a very high potential we come back down to the $49,700 level to retest that area. But I don't know if that's going to be the case because we are seeing great follow through here at the 50-day moving average. We know the S&P 500 is also seeing follow through, and so I think we have to start looking at upside targets right now. And we know we're approaching a major level on the Bitcoin price. And so we will monitor their downside if we start to see that. Of course, if you are subscribed to this channel, you get all of our alerts and you'll know if something is happening. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you want to win a book, comment below and share this video. And until next time, snipers out.